You know, I've tried to hold out hope and be unbiased on this channel about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle, the fallout, the results, you know what I'm saying, and the whole situation as far as Drake continuing to regather his career from the loss. But after watching his display last night at the Raptors versus Sacramento Kings NBA basketball game, I must say that because for Drake to be acting a fool like he was last night, continuing to embarrass himself, seemed to be drunk, making comments, standing up when it was unnecessary, and just falling down. And OVO Nation, I'm sorry, but and it's a bad thing because Kendrick Lamar has not even really started to release any, he released one record. There's a new album coming. There's a Super Bowl coming. There's a lot coming. And his reign over hip hop is far from over. So unless Drake goes and takes a seat somewhere and then comes back with some great records and some good PR stunts to repair his public image, 2025 is going to be a long year for you all. It's so unfortunate. But let's discuss what has become the real fall off. Yep. Y'all know a lot of Drake fans and OVO fans have held out hope that he would come back and just redeem himself from the battle rap loss to Kendrick Lamar, but he just continues to make things worse. I don't get it. So last night at the Toronto Raptors versus Sacramento Kings basketball game, Drake was courtside as always. And of course, Demar Derozan now plays for the Sacramento Kings. And Drake just acted as much of a fool as he could at the game without being thrown out or starting any problems. First of all, it was Vince Carter's retirement night, and Vince Carter shouted out Drake during his jersey retirement speech. And, Vince being a class act, being the first real big Toronto Raptors star, kind of threw Drake a bone, and I think it might have gone to his head. Pause, by the way. Yeah, that was a super pause. A bone in here. Wow. Anyway, I apologize. So Drake was staring daggers at DeMar DeRozan all night, as you can see on the screen here. And then he got a chance, the commentators, asked him some questions. One to ask him about Vince Carter's jersey retirement for the Raptors and how good that is for the city. And instead, Drake decided to talk about DeRozan. So let's check that clip out right quick.
Let's send it to What's that report of Drake?
This might be the last one, boys. I'll tell you that. Don't get me fired up tonight. Not gonna lie. Shout out to Vince Carter, man. I don't think people understand that's our first retired number, right?
And it's a legit banner too. That banner, it's beautiful. It's absolutely spectacular, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're playing this goof tonight, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, we're gonna take the break. You're gonna stay with us.
I bet you are. Huh? I've had enough vodka soda grapefruits. I stopped to take a break. By the way, put the camera on Jessie Reyes. She looks 20 million out of 10 tonight. Let's get a camera shot of her. Forget these clowns.
Jessie, we have
Oh yeah, let's get a shot of her. Look at that, wowzers. An absolute national treasure right there.
101.92. Jack and I.
Holy smokes.
Speaking of national treasure.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No.
Oh.
I didn't mention
DeRozan
and Kyle.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Kyle.
The statues are next. Well.
Yeah.
Now I know some of you uncouth academic type OVO Nation fans think that was okay, but nothing about that from a 38-year-old man was okay. The comments about the young lady on the sideline who seemed to be with some guy, I don't know if that was her boyfriend, husband, or whoever, but it seems that Drake has not learned his lesson. He's going to continue with the creep type behavior, which is, I think I had a very different viewpoint of Aubrey Graham. And I'm starting to see why somebody like academics and all the other fans, Charleston White, Aiden Ross, all the clowns that like Drake, I'm starting to see why he's like the Lord of the Clowns, so to speak, in hip hop culture. I mean, this fall off is going to be epic, and the scrambling that all of these clowns are going to be doing to stop it from happening is already been entertaining, is probably going to be even more entertaining. This is going to be one of the craziest fall off crash outs I think we've ever witnessed in definitely in music and probably just in entertainment period. Just because Drake is attached to so many different people. And, you know, I did a video on his birthday about 6 things he should do to move forward and get past the smear that the battle has put on his career. But I don't think Drake has the mental capacity to really move forward and the maturity to move forward. I think that they were a little delusional, Drake and OVO Nation, about how great they were and what position they were in. I understand the streaming numbers and things like that, but you're never bigger than your public perception. Like that's all that matters if you're in entertainment. You know, everybody is one bad move away from being totally irrelevant. And even if you're as big as Drake, #1 streaming artist of all time, all those things, I think he's now making a bunch of several small moves to make himself irrelevant. Even if the things that Kendrick alleged in the battle are not true, you're making it worse just by silliness. I mean, because that display at the basketball game last night, I know he probably thought he was being funny, but it's really coming across like a scorned teenage girl in high school. No pun intended, of course. But these moves, like I can just tell he's not gonna let it go. They can't take the hit and the fact that at this point in time, Drake is irrelevant and the people who are attached to him are pretty irrelevant. You know, he seemed like he was a little lit at the game when he was talking with the commentators. So that means he's still abusing drugs and alcohol a little too much, as Kendrick alleged in Meet the Grams. So my advice has changed, and I think that what Drake should do now is really reach out to Kendrick Lamar for some guidance and some mentorship. And I'm being totally serious. Okay, and maybe Kendrick probably would not do that, but he needs to reach out to somebody. Somebody needs to help this guy because he is definitely falling down, and it is definitely almost over for his career if he continues to just stay in that situation, because it's the worst situation in his career. He needs to send Chubbs or somebody like that to go shut academics up, because he's trying to keep himself relevant through that situation, because his relevance is falling as well because he's aging out of the streamer culture. You know what I mean? So Drake, OVO Nation, y'all got a lot of work to do because this guy is really about to fall off. I think 2025 could be his last year of relevance if he continues down this path. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. What did y'all think of Drake's performance last night at the NBA game? And how long do you think he can last if he stays emotionally scarred by the battle? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below. Thank y'all for watching as always, and we out.